YouTube technical situation. I'm hoping you can all see me now. I'm just going to quickly hop into the chat and make sure that everyone is aware. Hold on. Oh, happy birthday to us. I will explain in a second what has happened. God, I love YouTube changing the rules on you. Hold on. Your channel. Hopefully there's some people watching. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, there's some people coming over, but I'm just going to share the link quickly in the group. What basically happened is that YouTube, unbeknownst to me, has changed how I always do everything in horizontal format. And normally you don't have to preset that. You just turn your phone or turn your camera device and it automatically does it. But now apparently there's a setting at the beginning when you schedule your live streams and you have to say whether you want something vertical or horizontal, which has never been there before. So it wouldn't let me turn the orientation without coming out and doing it again. New link. I'm just sharing the link. And then I'll be with you all. Sorry, guys. I mean, one of these days, I'll get it right. Just changing it in here as well. Good job I hadn't shared the old link in like 17 different places, huh? Let's save that there too. Can't change it on Instagram, I haven't got time. Okay, let's get started because it's already 12:10. Hello everybody, I hope you're all okay. I don't know if anyone has got eyes on Facebook or Instagram. If you happen to see people saying that they can't find us, could you direct them in the right direction? I need to plug my phone in after all that drums. Hold on. Oh, crikey. Right. I mean, that looks ever so dark. Let's try a little bit brighter. Okay, how are you all? Is everybody okay? Is everybody found us? I hope so. I'm a bit sad about how dark this is, but I don't know if that's just my camera like compensating for the darkness. How can you all see? Excuse me. You've all gone very quiet, so now I'm a bit worried. Okay, it doesn't look dark. Fine. Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. Thank you. It is our 7th birthday week celebrations, and in true Joe style started off in a disastrous way, but we shall pick ourselves up and go on and try to be cheerful. I've got some stuff to show you, and I will preface this with we are fully taking this launch down to the wire. Not everything is done. I've been working all the hours, and it will be done. It's just that I don't have everything to show you today. What I'm hoping to do is finalise basically all of the insert designs. It's not just a case of coming up with a design and making it work. It's also a case of adding in 365 days worth of dates, which is quite a time intensive process. At the same time, we are completing our 12 days advent designs, our become box designs. We are changing the format of the mini one. We've updated the website for all of the subscription stuff. We have been setting up the Journal with Ups a Daisy thing for November. I've been having multiple arguments with our lovely new printer, which is very capable but very temperamental. So yeah, it is going to be a down to the wire situation. So what I'm hoping is that on Wednesday evening, I'm going to do a little live stream where I will show you everything in more detail, and I will have prices and I will have all the stuff for Wednesday. That's the plan. But I thought today I would show you what I have got, which is the binders. We will have a little something else to go on these binders. We've basically made a little planner charm, and it is due to arrive with us Monday or Tuesday next week. As I said, taking it down to the wire. And the idea is that the little charm will hang on here, and it's like a little Ups a Daisy charm, and it's adorable, because we just wanted to make them extra special. So the planners themselves are faux leather, so they're really soft and lovely. They're a little bit padded, is that the right word? Like, they feel soft. It's a magnetic clasp closure. They've got Ups a Daisy here. I don't know if you can see that okay. I'll move it about a bit because it catches in the light. We wanted it to be really subtle, and we wanted it to be on the inside so that it was not like in your face on the outside. So you can, if you want to, you can stick vinyl stickers on there, or you can leave them plain and classic. Thanks, Nate. Hope you're well. So this is our Barbie pink one. So she's very lovely. I'm a fan. We've also then got a sky blue, which has the same, they have 2 pen loops, and then the embossed logo. As you could see on this one, this is big enough for our DL size notepads to fit in if you so wish. So that's the sky blue one. We then have our, I think we're calling this lilac, which has got, oh, I've damaged that one on the way here, but never mind. Our embossed logo and our 2 pen loops. And then we have a mint green. I'm partial to this colour as well, you know, which has, again, the same 2 pen loops. Pockets down here. These are pockets too. This is a pocket. And then the embossed Ups a Daisy logo. And then we have a classic black number. Same again, all the same details, pockets, pocket, 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 embossing, and 2 pen loops. So that's our 5 colours that we're starting with. It's these, which I think are a really nice range of colours. God, I've thrown these about. They do wash off though, that's good. Managed to mark it already. But the good thing with the faux leather is that they are cleanable. There's one, this one particularly, I really like how the pen loops are slightly contrasting. Yeah, I love them. I think they're super nice. So that's our 5 planners. I'll just pop them down, and then I can give you a quick preview of what the bits are going to be. So let's say this fits in here. We're going to have 3 different monthlies. We've got our B one, which looks like this. So you've got the cover, which has just got the calendar, then the calendar in the inside that you can write in. There's a little to-do list section. We've made the dots in here darker, which is why these aren't the final versions. These were just a test print. There are dots in each of these boxes as well, which you can't see on this because we've brought them a bit darker, because with the printer we were playing around with settings. So then you've got the little B, and then this page is dotted and you've got the B on the side. We've then got the coffee, kind of but first coffee one. which these boxes have got dots in as well. This has got dots in, so you've got a space for events, goals, and things to remember. And then this one actually has slightly bigger calendar spaces, so they're kind of broad like this, and then a little notes section, and then it's actually got a to-do list on the back. Yeah, that's right. I don't think we've changed that. And then we've got our kind of oops-a-daisy non-themed one, I guess is the right words. This has got dots in, you can't see, but it will have. You've got 3 little habit trackers. This one has got space top and bottom for washi tape, so should you want to theme it up with your monthly kits, you can do. And then the back page has got dots on. I think what we're doing with this one is that we're removing this so that it's literally just a dot grid page. And then, hold on, I shall show you. This is our weekly layout. It doesn't have this on it. This is washi tape that I've added on. So it's got a calendar, it's got a to-do list, and then it's got the 7 days of the week. These have got dots in. I can see them, you can't see them. And then the back page is dotted. And then we're going to have some mixtures of the two. So these will be a full year's worth, dated with calendars. We'll also have these 3 as punched versions to go in this, dated with calendars. We then will also have them as wire bound. So at the moment, the plan is that the wire bound will be either a set of full 12 monthly spreads, and they'll have 2 dot grid pages in between each, so that you can kind of just use it as like an overall planner. Or you can have a full year of these wire bound, so as like a weekly planner, and they'll have dots on the back. Or I think at the moment what I'm looking at, and this is what needs to be finalised and I can go through with you on Wednesday hopefully, is a 6-month wire bound that has these and this, so each month, and then has those months weeklies behind it, wire bound. The reason we're thinking 6 months is because I don't think we'll be able to have a year in and have it wire bound and have it be kind of secure, but that's something I need to test this week, so I'll be able to confirm everything on Wednesday. We just wanted to get all the designs finished before we did that. And with all the wire bound versions of this, you'll be able to choose what covers you want out of all of our hybrid covers. So you can kind of pick the inserts, pick the cover, and make a planner that is kind of bespoke to your requirements, if you see what I mean. There will be other hybrid inserts coming, but we wanted to get all the dated stuff launched this month, because it's a big job. And once that's done, then we can kind of redo all of the non-dated stuff. So bear with us. We're working on 5 zillion projects at the moment. But I'm really pleased with how these come out. The printer, when it wants to communicate with me, is working really nicely. It prints really nicely. It just likes to ignore me 15 times before it decides to do what it's doing. Standard printer type thing. I'm just going to zoom in ever so slightly because I feel like I'm quite far away. Whoa, that's better. Hopefully you can see now. Okay, let me just answer the questions. Okay, Claire is looking at pink, is that? Or lilac? Reese likes a pink. Sarah wants them all. Love a pen loop. Any chance of you putting one on your journals or getting self-adhesive ones in matching colours? Potentially, we could look at that for next year. We decided against the pen loops with the journals just because it added a whole layer of expense, and when we surveyed, a lot of people didn't use them on their journals because they tended to use so many pens that one pen loop wasn't enough. But we have got them on these ones. The launch date is next Sunday, all being well. That's what we're working towards. So it'll probably be a 9 o'clock VIP and a 6 o'clock general sale. There is a disclaimer with any of this stuff, especially the wire bounds, is that it is being printed in-house, so there will be a slightly longer turnaround. We're saying we should be able to ship within a week of order, and I'm hopeful that it will be quicker than that, but I don't want to, especially while we get our head around how we're organising and processing all of this, because each of the wire bounds especially will be made to order, because you pick the cover and you pick the inserts. So yes, we are kicking off next Sunday. I also wanted to show you in person the super easy sticker sheets. So this is the very first one. I'm just going to hold it a little bit closer so you can see there is a dotted line here. It's very kind of faint, so it does just look like potentially decoration. If you have a B5 journal like I do, let me show you, then the whole page could just stick in like this. If you have an A5 journal, let's use this as an example of an A5 journal, then when you cut to the border, it will be that size. So it works for either. The other thing you could do with these is cut the individual monthly calendars out. I'm excited about these because they're something that we've developed for use in-house, for production in-house, sorry. We've tested some sticker papers and got one that we're really happy with, and the super easy sticker sheets are also what's going inside our monthly subscription. So the circular calendar will be on the same sticker sheet material, and the colouring quote page will be on this sticker sheet material, and it will have the same frame, so you can either cut it to put in your journal, or you can cut the individual elements out and use it as decoration. Yeah, excited. We think that they will be more usable than just the printed things that we were including in the monthly subscription before. No need for glue. Yeah, so that's them. Let me just check that there's any more questions. Laura says, is everything going to be unlimited stock, and your notepads too that you've already put on? I desperately want stuff, but apparently also need new glasses. So in terms of the inserts, they will all be unlimited because we're printing to order. The binders we have limited stock of. If they're popular, we can get more stock, but they need to be made, obviously, because they are branded to us and everything. So that will be potentially a delay on the binders if they should sell out. At the moment, I've only got a little bit of stock of each of the colours because I kind of wanted to see, this is a new thing for us, whether it was popular before I filled HQ with a load of stock. And to be honest, right now, we don't have any room in HQ. We are packed to the rafters with all of the 12-day stuff and the Become stuff and the subscription book stuff. So yeah, we just needed to kind of put our toe in the water with the binders, but they're looking beautiful. That's the other thing, is I kind of wanted to check how they all turned out before they came. What else do I have to show you? Oh yes, so the grid rulers had a glow up. I will do some planning in a minute, by the way. I just wanted to, it feels like ages since I've done a live stream. I don't know if it's been longer this time, but it feels like it. So we've got our new grid rulers, and they were previously made in-house. And because we don't have the ability to print onto, let me just trying to open this without mashing the packet, because this is one for sale. Oh, there we go. We didn't have the ability to print onto our stencil material, and we still don't have that ability, so we've now externally made these. So let me show you. They're now made in the same material that our grid guide is made from. Let me show you the grid guide. Comparison. She says, where the flaming heck is my grid guide? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, it's around here somewhere. But it's the same material. So when you receive it, you do just have to peel the backing off like this. And there's two variations of the grid ruler. There is one like this where the boxes on it are spaced one space between, because I tend to do setups where my kind of daily boxes have a space in between them. But we also have the no spaces variation, which is this one, and that's where all the boxes are next to each other. We have, so it's printed directly onto there, it's completely clear. We've added these check boxes, so you've got check boxes and check circles as a stencil element, so you can draw through those, and they line up with a 5mm dot grid. And we've also added the addition, and this was Kate's idea, of the numbers along the bottom, which corresponds to how many boxes each one of these spaces is. So if you know that you always do a box that is 10 box spaces wide, then from here to this notch is your 10 box space. Well, the reason we call it universal is that you can use it on any planner from A6 up to A4. So I've bought a little A6 to show you. How adorable is this, by the way? I couldn't get one with dots on, so I've just got one with squares, but you get the idea. So if you want to find the middle of your page, how you do that with the grid ruler is you lay your grid ruler on and you're looking to make it so it's the same number, so 9 and 9, either side of the page. So if 9's there and 9's there, that means this is the centre of your page. You can then look at how those boxes sit on there. So I know that if I wanted to split this page into 3 boxes wide, this is how big they would be on my page. And then these aren't cut out. The reason they're not cut out is because we have the non-spaced version as well. So what you would do, let me grab a pencil, hold on. Okay. Is you place that in the middle of your page like I have there, and then you can see that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, and that there is your 3 columns to make it split into 3 boxes wide. And obviously you could do the same the other way. I'm just kind of showing you for example's sake. So if you wanted 3 equal columns on an A6 pad, that is how you would use it. And then the same, exactly the same for your A5. If you wanted to see where the centre of the page is, you just make sure that you've got the same number on each side of the page. So there and there. So that's your middle line, which lines up with where our middle cross is. But if you've got a, what do you call it? Oh God, no words. If you've got a journal that doesn't have like the centre mark, I don't know why, because, you know, buy your journals from us, but if you did, this would help you find the centre of your page. You could also use it to find the centre of like this. Basically, anytime you want to find the centre of anything, you can do, as long as your number is the same either side, you find the centre point, and then you can visualise how the boxes would look. And the same for those of you that have B5 like me, it works for B5 too. It will basically go up to an A4 in width because of the size of it. If you're looking lengthways, obviously it's a little bit shorter than a B5, but you can get the idea to use it that way. But they're very handy. And then we have the same for no boxes, no spaces. So if you were making the same columns but you didn't want spaces between them, it would be this one that you would want to go for, if you see what I mean. I hope that makes sense. Hit me with questions, not hit me physically, that would be harsh. If you want any more explanation. We've just been having a few questions about our grid ruler, and I haven't had the minutes in the day to do a video on it, but I will do. It'll probably be the new year now though, to be honest, because yeah. This time of year is always hectic. The one thing that I'm kind of reassuring myself is at least this year we're not moving premises as well, because last year was very stressful and then we all got ill at the same time. Nightmare. So that's our grid rulers, and we also, on the back, you've got the QR code that takes you to the page which tells you everything you need to know about them. So that's them. Laura is asking, have you got lots of notepads left, by the way? Yes, we have notepads. They will probably be something that we restock as if they do sell out. I swear my neighbours wait until I'm on a live stream and go outside and shout. And the last thing I wanted to show you before we do a little bit of planning is a couple of stencils that we've got. I'm going to show you on the back of there. So we've got the 2024 habit tracker. This is the B5 Super Easy Stencil. I also have an A5 variation of this. And we have the 2024 Year in Pixels B5 version. And again, we have an A5 version of this. I think that's everything I have to show you today. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning and chill out. Hit me with any questions. How are you all? Oh, you know what? I haven't even shown you my November setup either. It's a bit nuts. So I didn't have time to record a monthly plan with me this month. But here it is. It's a waterfall Dutch door, a combination of Halloween and also wild journaling. So the little ghosties are like sat on the edges of the pages. I made up a pun which isn't a pun. And then I've got my October plan. Just in case anyone is waiting on the vertical washi tape, we have completely sold out. This is the second time I've sold out of it. I've ordered more this time. They are one that keeps selling really well on like via TikTok and stuff. So yeah, I've got more stock in of that. I've got a little finance page, excuse the shouting in the background. This is the plan for the journal with me thing, which is a bit of a mess. And then I've been that busy that I haven't even set up weekly spread. So to be honest, we've been working off of Todoist. So I haven't written all my tasks down. And I am running a little bit short on pages. I've got to finish the year in this, really, ideally. So what I thought I'd do, I've left a double page spread and I wanted to do a little memory spread for my trip to the Isle of Wight. And before I came on this morning, my sprocket decided that it didn't want to work. So I've got 2 pictures out of it and then it's just died a death. So I may have to add the pictures later. But one of them is Freckle filling up an ornament with coloured sand at the needles, and one of them is me and Mum and Freckle on a ferry. But I'm going to do the rest of the spread and then just leave spaces for the pictures. Emily is currently setting up a knitting project journal. Love that. I have just bought a knit yourself a scarf kit from, I think it's called Crafty Stitch. Does that sound like a real thing? Oh, excuse me, if it's the wrong name, I apologise to you. I will check the company and share it. Just because I fancied doing something a little bit different that would be kind of a nice mindful activity, and I thought knitting would be quite nice. It's also something my nan did a lot of, and Friday was a year since my nan passed away, so I wanted to do something a little bit kind of memory of nan. So yeah, that's what I've got. So I've traced out, which you probably can't see, a rough shape of the Isle of Wight, and I just wanted to add on the locations. Yeah, the new bag is really handy. I took it with me to Isle of Wight actually, with all of the journaling stuff inside it. It stores a lot of stuff. And I like how I've got these kind of pouches with my stuff in general. Where is my luggage washi tape? I wonder if I've got it in here. I sorted this out since I went to the Isle of Wight. TV. It's not possible. Where is it? Now there's a car alarm going off. I have no respect for my planning. There it is. Sarah says, I've never been, it's on my list of places to visit. Definitely recommend it. I mean, we were unlucky that we had a bit of a mosquito issue. That isn't a problem with the whole of the Isle of Wight. It's a problem with the very specific area that we stayed. The host of our Airbnb didn't warn us. Almost pretended like it wasn't a problem. Until we found out from one of the neighbouring properties that it's a problem every single year and that people have left their holidays early because of how bad the mosquito issue is. We got eaten to bits. Poor mum was absolutely covered in bites. All of my hands were covered. I've got some scarring on my hands from them. So yeah, not ideal. But the Isle of Wight itself is beautiful and really nice because it's really easy to drive around, so you can really easily kind of visit everywhere on the island. We went to Osborne House, we went to Carisbrooke Castle, we went to the Needles and saw the coloured sand, we went to a really cute donkey sanctuary, went to a model village. Yeah, it was really fun, really wholesome. Freckle had a lovely time. It's really dog friendly, so if you have dogs, definitely recommend it. She basically went everywhere with us. Obviously, why wouldn't she? Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Loved it. I would like a font, I think. I'm going to use Love Bujo. Yeah, the bites. It was just frustrating, really, because if the Airbnb host had been honest, we could have, you know, worn mosquito spray and saved ourselves a bit of misery. But we left that accommodation after 2 nights, and we found a new accommodation that was really lovely. It was a dog-friendly hotel in Shankling, and it was adorable. It had little dining room where your dog could have dinner or breakfast with you, and at breakfast they brought your doggo a little cooked sausage that was in a dog bowl, which Freckle thought was amazing. You got a little doggy gift bag on the bed, and a little teddy bear for your doggo. There was a kitchen that you could prepare dogs food. There was little towels and stuff, so when you come in, if the dogs were wet, you can like clean them off. There was a little shower room for them. It was amazing. So yeah, if you have dogs and you like to go on holiday with your dog, then I would totally recommend this place. Don't do the Airbnb. Go straight to this. Go straight to this hotel, because it was amazing. We had the nicest time. So it all worked out. I think someone asked, will we have dot grid paper for these planners? Yes. We already have the dot grid paper packs in the shop, part of our existing hybrid planner range. So we will continue to have that. What we will be doing is all of the hybrid stuff will be available either punched for 6-ring binder, punched for discbound, and punched for 6-ring, punched for discbound, or unpunched. So you can have them whichever way you choose. Emily says amazing, details required. I'm pretty sure it's called Luckham Manor. Hold on. Is the dog friendly one? Let me find out for you. It's Luckham Manor, so Lucombe Manor Country House Hotel in Shanklin. And it was adorable. If you are dog mad like I am, then would wholeheartedly recommend it. Good parking as well, which is not always a thing on the Isle of Wight, in Shanklin especially. Really cute. Sarah says, do we have coloured pages? At the moment, no. Might be something for next year. Basically what the priority is for this launch is getting all of the dated stuff out, because it is almost November and everybody wants to be planning for next year already. So the dated stuff will go first, and then assuming that the new and improved hybrid range is a success, we will then expand on that with lots of other things. The possibilities are basically infinite with the hybrid planner, especially because we are printing all of the black and white stuff in-house. So yeah, we don't have to print in large quantities, which is nice too. We have done coloured paper previously, and it is likely that we will do it again. It might be that we do packs to go with our quarterly themes, so we kind of stick to those themes as our colours. That might be the plan. The pens for the first quarter of our subscription should go on sale next weekend too, as well as the matching skinny washi tapes, but that will be to our subscribers only, our monthly or quarterly subscribers. Oh, Tanya. I really hope everyone likes it all. We've worked super hard. I'm very proud of us. It's a time right now where I think small businesses in general are having a hard time. So the fact that we have lovely customers who want to spend money on our things is very humbling. Oh, another thing I was going to ask, two things actually. So the super easy sticker sheets, I had a thought yesterday morning, randomly as I was having a shower. Wouldn't it be cool if we had a super easy sticker sheet that was a dot grid page? So if you mess up a page in your journal and you hate it and you're having a nightmare, you can basically stick a dot grid page over your dot grid page, and then you could do it again without having to like stick two pages together. Or even if you just like had a section of the page that you didn't like, you could cut down the self-adhesive dot grid page to stick. Would that be cool? Or am I just yeah, making up things that aren't really needed? It's hard to say. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's my G. I have a horrible feeling that I'm about to get poorly. I've got a very sore throat today and I don't feel 100%. Obviously, we're limited by what we've got. This is the paper. Holy guacamole, genius. Well, I thought it was genius, and then I got out of the shower and I was like, is this genius or is this me making up stuff that doesn't really work? Let me show you the colour match. This is the sticker paper and this is the paper in our journal. They're both quite a true white. So I think it would look, I mean, obviously you'd know that you've got something stuck in. And this is a B5 page, so it would only be an A5 because that's the sticker sheets that we've got. But, I mean, you could use it for pieces, like line it up. Maybe I'll do it. I feel like it's a thing. So that was one idea that I've had whilst in the shower this week. Another idea, it was actually a this morning idea. This is why I don't ever move forward with anything. I can't even tell you how much work I've got to do this week. But I was having a shower this morning. And I was like, for our ring-bound planners, obviously, not ring-bound, wire-bound ones that are going to have dated stuff in, you're going to be able to use any of our hybrid covers as the cover. And then I was like, what if we did like 2024 like vinyl transfers that we can make in house so that you can put 2024 on the cover? Would that be something you'd want, or are you happy to have it not be dated on the front? Like what do you think? Alex says, it's next weekend the last launch for 2023, hoping it eases off for you. Me too. Next weekend probably won't be the last launch, but it will be the last big launch. What I'm kind of hoping is, basically, it's the same every year, and I don't know why I'm surprised. Because we have the advent calendar and we have the quarterly subscription and we have the Christmas range and we have like whatever we're doing for 2024. Last year it was the journals that went AWOL, if you remember, but there's always a stressful period right now. It always happens all at once. So I've been trying to get everything out for the hybrid planner dated stuff. What I would like to do before the end of the year is just update the other hybrid planner stuff, which I might be wrong, but I don't envisage being like giant launches. But it's just stuff that needs to be done, and it'll be nice to be done before the end of the year. And then the other thing that's going on is the journal with Oops a Daisy, which some of it is prepped, but some of it isn't yet. But it's all good. It'll be done. I've got time for that. Basically, this week is a hectic one getting the hybrid out, and once that's done, I'll have some time to sort out YouTube videos and all of that kind of stuff, because that has definitely just been not a priority while everything else has been going on. For those of you that asked about journal with Daisy, it's Tuesday, I think. It's in the blog post. So tomorrow night we make the pins live, the enamel pins. Very exciting. And then Tuesday we make journaling with Daisy live. So you can purchase it and get into the hub. And then from there, content will start dropping throughout November. So there won't be limited numbers with that. So don't need to panic, as if you've got your code from making a donation, it'll work when it goes live on Tuesday. So yeah, we just wanted to kind of, basically any sort of launch we have, I think Kate mentioned in the group, always involves one of us, or both me and Kate, working at the weekend, because we have to be around to make sure that any technical glitches can be covered, or anyone that makes any mistakes with orders to answer the emails and those kind of things. So just trying to limit quite how much is going on at the weekend, because of how hectic things are during the week. So yeah, we're doing it Monday and then Tuesday. I think I'll probably make it live Tuesday morning when I get into work, and then it'll be open all day, but I'll pop out an email to everybody so that you know when it's gone live. But there's no hurry. Once you're in and you've got membership, stuff won't start dropping until the intro stuff is the week after, but no kind of proper getting started content is not until the first full week of November. So we've got plenty of time. Sarah says, are we launching any new journals? Just trying to pick my colours. No new journals in the foreseeable future. We tried to launch them earlier this year because of last year and them getting lost in the Christmas post disaster. Just trying to future proof any problems. Okay, so let me draw my map, and then once I've drawn my map, I can then add content around it. Has anyone been watching anything good on the telly? I love autumn. It is that time of year when it's all about like getting cozy and new TV coming out. I wanna sit down this afternoon. My job for this afternoon is to finish dating the 2024 weekly spread inserts, which is a quite boring, repetitive design job. So I'm gonna do it sat in front of a box set and just like crack on and get it done. Oh, lots of messages. Laura says, both ideas sound awesome and all the best ideas come from the shower. Yeah, definitely for me. Sarah says, good. Definitely think Bookwoman have the coffee cup one currently. That's a very, very cute journal. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go coffee cup for 2024. Coffee cup in B5. Louise says, I messed up my weekend order. I had to send an emergency message. If you've emailed it, then Trace will be on it tomorrow morning. On it like a carb on it. Oh, Claire, that is a genius idea. I haven't watched Hocus Pocus yet this year. That may be what I do. And I may even watch, what's my other one that I really like? It's got Sandra Bullock in it and Nicole Kidman. Oh, what is the name of that film? I love that. Sarah is watching season 2 of Chesapeake Shorts. I think I've seen series 2. I'm not a Married at First Sight person, but definitely Chesapeake Short. Is it Chesapeake? Am I saying it right? Woman in the Wall, BBC. Ooh, what is that? Emily says Married at First Sight is hilarious reasons to remain single. I'm with you, Emily. Carol says, got to pick my daughter up from the station if I'm not back at the end. Thank you for your time today, Joe. You're welcome. Nice for you to join us. Nice to speak to you. Jane is trying to decide between hybrid or B5 for next year. So I'm thinking as well. So Kate's going to do hybrid for her planner for next year. I'm a journal girl. And I'm definitely going to have a journal for next year. But I quite like having the calendar from a business point of view. So I think I'm going to have a hybrid for like business planning. And I think I'm going to go with a collections journal, like a long-term collections journal. So from being a person that's like, oh, I like only just one planner, I'm going to have multiple, because there's lots of times when for things like, when I say collections, I mean like pet pages, that kind of stuff where I don't want to keep repeating it. So like a long-term collections journal, I think I might do. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a hybrid planner just so that I can plan out work related, like when are people on holiday, when are launches, that kind of thing. Yes, Laura, Practical Magic. I might watch that. I love that film. By the way, this is the least geographically correct map ever. I just kind of eyeballed the shape. I need my eraser. Alex has a commonplace journal, I think. I think it's called a commonplace journal, which is beautiful. Sorry if the table's wibbling. Just erasing my bother. Okay, have a map. Alex's is beautiful. It's like really, the colours are so good. She kind of picks a colour for each, I want to say week, but maybe month. And then like the whole page is. So I'm not an expert, and hopefully Alex is still around and can jump in and correct me. But basically a commonplace journal is like your place to put down like daily thoughts or quotes that have spoken to you, or like people use it almost like scrapbooky to like add in stickers from the week or pictures that of stuff that's been going on, or just stuff that like jumps into your mind, something that speaks to you. Alex kind of does it very, yeah, not really a planner, more a random notebook of thoughts. Exactly, Louise. Like really like you know, if you are watching something and a quote jumps out, then you kind of can add that, or like someone says something, or yeah, you add it each week. And Alex does all of her pages with a kind of specific color theme, so they look really like cohesive, even though it's very like random. It makes it cohesive. Right. So kind of want, how many photos do I want to do? This is why I wanted the photos done, but you know, sometimes things don't work. I also think quite often with a commonplace journal, and again, I might be wrong, but the ones that I've seen are often done in printed planners, like planners that have the days of the week already on them. Again, correct me if I'm incorrect there, but that's what I've seen quite often. Claire says that sounds fun. Maybe start an A6 one to start with and see how you go. Yeah, definitely. Claire likes adding quotes and stickers into her memory journal to reflect her mindset of the day. I love that. Rayma says, looking at a stationery bundle to get for my daughter, are those limited quantity? The shipping is the box price, so I'd love to wait for next weekend to order one of the new planners myself. I think you'll be fine until next weekend, Rayma. The only kind of, obviously we have a finite amount of the washi tapes and we have a finite amount of the notepads, but there's plenty there at the moment. Claire says Alex uses an undated but pre-printed planner from Arch and Olive. I use a pre-printed undated planner from Scribbles That Matter. Will Upsa Daisy make pre-printed undated planners? To start with, in wire-bound format we will have. At the moment there's no plan to make a hardbound one, but never say never, I would say. One giant project at a time. Otherwise my brain will explode. Okay. So on the Monday we went to the You know what? I still need to watch Strictly, actually. That could be my job for this afternoon. I didn't get back from Bicester Village until late last night. Great, Rayma's all set, ready for our order. Love it. Claire, bless you. No, I think it's all me problems, but it's okay. It's under control. Just need to, crack on, and be mindful of how much is going on at one particular time. The problem with any small business, most definitely anything planner related, is that it's always kind of towards the end of the year where you're going to have the most business through the shop, but also the most going on, and you kind of have to maximize that because the summer is always really quiet. So it's true of retail in general, but definitely true of anything planner related, that you kind of have to make a little bit of a reserve of money to get us through the summer, because summer tends to be a lot quieter in general, but it definitely has this year because cost of living has been hard for everybody. So it's all good, thank you though. I'm just adding in little bullet points of what we did each day. So I think I have room for 1, 2, 3, another 4 pictures. So I've got kind of need more room. I wonder if I do a fold out. I know I've got more pictures than that. I could do like little foldy outy bits. Or I could just have the pictures flipping out, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. That would be cute. I shall think about it. But this is the basis of it anyway. I've got the majority going on. I just need my photos to work, which is a very annoying thing with the old sprocket battery. Just died a death on me. I wasn't having any of it. I'll keep charging. Alex says that Commonplace book is a collection of information you may want to refer back to, but hers has turned into a quote or creative journal this year. Commonplace book is an old tradition, so it's been used for a long time. People would have used it to note down old weight conversions, etc. before the internet. Yeah, things that you find interesting, things of note. And you may potentially have an index at the beginning of it, and then you can kind of refer to it. So like things that you've, bits of paper that you'd held onto, all of that. Yeah, this one. So I'd never heard of this make of journal before. I don't know if it's just I'm oblivious, but it was very cute. It's an A6 one. Obviously we don't have A6, and I just wanted to use it to try out the grid guide on A6, or to demo it. And it comes with a little bag. Yeah, it's very sweet. So A6 might be something that we do in the future if there's demand for them, but it's not something that we do at the moment. So it's quite cute. In terms of paper quality, actually I should show you. They do have some dot grid, they just didn't have them in any patterns that I like. The paper is quite yellow, which isn't my cup of tea. I like white paper, but it's quite thick. I think it's 160 GSM. Quote me if I'm wrong. But it's a very sweet little journal. I like it. What time are we at? 1:20. I think that's probably going to be it. I just need to print off those photos and add them to my spread. Does anyone have any questions or anything they would like clearing up? I'm sorry this has been super random, a bit all over the place. Starting off late didn't help matters at all. What I should be able to do, I'm hoping at the moment to be able to do a quick live stream on Wednesday evening, just to show you all the finalised designs and give you all the prices and answer any questions prior to the launch at the weekend. Can't do it Thursday or Friday because I have other things going on. So assuming that we have everything done Monday or Tuesday, by Tuesday night I will let you all know in the Facebook groups and by email that we're going to do a live stream on Wednesday. Yeah, hit me up with any questions prior to then, and I can make sure that I've got the information for you and all the prices and everything. But the key information is that everything should go live on Sunday. The focus is our 2024 dated stuff, so 2024 stencils, 2024 inserts, and the planner binders, with other things to follow. Yeah, I think that's it. The very hopeful, good question, Tanya. I meant to update you all on that. Should hopefully have the washi tape in on Monday or Tuesday next week, in which case we'll get them out as soon as is physically possible. Everything is kind of pre-prepped, so it should just be a case of adding the washi tape in and getting them in boxes. So hopefully very soon, but we are of course counting on delivery, which is not always accurate, but we're being told Monday or Tuesday at the moment. And the tape for the skinny washi tape for the big one should be in with that as well. So we should all be able to get the pens and the skinny washi tape on the launch on Sunday too. Yeah, any other questions, thoughts, feelings? Thank you for your birthday love. Sorry if I've been a bit all over the shop today. I feel like my brain is a bit tired. I think I'm coming down with something. Obviously, I'm not allowed to come down with something this week. There's far too much to happen, so I'm just going to have to take a bulk lot of vitamin C and power through. Definitely feel like I've got the foggy, getting poorly brain. But it'll be fine. I can do it. I'm just waiting to check that no one else has anything that they need to ask me. Burnt my hand this week on the oven to mumpty. I'm going to go sit down with my laptop and fire some dates into some journal spreads, because I know how to live on a Sunday. I'm sorry for all the confusion at the beginning of the live stream. I hope that everyone managed to find us eventually. Don't forget to use your code on any orders for Wednesday, and you'll get the first version of our super easy sticker sheets. Will be free of charge. Here they are. We have just put on the back, this is not just a piece of paper because it's very difficult to see, but there is a line there, like an easy peel line. Oh look, my sprockets just started printing by itself. Spontaneous sprocket. It's like I'm alive. Yeah, so make sure you use that, and the pins will be on sale tomorrow night. And the journal with Ipsa Daisy will go live on Tuesday. So thank you all for being here today. Love you all lots. Without you, there would be no Ipsa Daisy. And I am super grateful. Even if I sound like I'm worn out, I'm not. I'm fine. It's all good. Bye bye.